Hello everyone. In previous class we have studied about factors to be considered while choosing the mode of interest. So in those factors we had many aspects. So the Priestley analysis also the add-on topic for those factors, and before entering into the international business itself we have to study the Priestley means the political environment, economical environment, social and cultural environment, technological environment, and legal environment. When we study this, we can decide whether to go for the international business or whether to enter that international market or not. So before entering into any international market, analyzing a political, economical, social and cultural, technological and legal environment is a matters because a business can decide whether to enter the market. Do the company has the scope in that particular market? What are the risks involved? Either it may be systematic risk or unsystematic risk. Whether the business objectives can be achieved by entering into that particular market. So these all decisions which should be taken before entering into the international business. So this one we have studied under the decision making about the international business. So before taking the decisions, we have to analyze the Priestley condition as well. So let's understand what is political environment. The political system or the environment of the world can be classified as follows. In different countries, different political systems are followed. Okay. So the main classifications are as follows. One, it's a democracy. The supreme power vested in people. Okay. The people has the supreme power. Good example I can give is Indian political system. Here the people are the main choosers of the government, right? The second one is the totalitarian, where the authority is in the hands of the group of the people. The authority or the power is not in the hands of the individuals or in the hands of the people. It is in the hands of a group of the people. Government controls every part of the citizen's life, like Nazis or Hitler in the Germany and Mussolini in Italy. Okay. So every part of the citizen's life is controlled by this particular group. So few of the types of the totalitarians are theocratic totalitarian. Here the religious leaders rule the economy. Rules and regulations are as per the religious principles. For example, Afghanistan and Iran, where the Islamic rules and regulations are followed in most of the cases. Secular totalitarian, it is guided by the military forces. The best example we can give is Pakistan. Tribal totalitarian, here the political party represents a particular tribe. The good example I can give is South Africa. Right wing totalitarian, ownerships are endorsed to the private, permits individuals economic freedom but restricts political freedom. So the best examples we can give is of Arabian countries. Okay. So here the ownership is given by the government to the private people, and they are going to permit the economic freedom, but the political freedom is not clearly provided for them. So here is some of the political risk. So under the risk we have to study the political risk as well. So once again I am not going for the political risk. While we are studying about the Priestley, we are going to understand each and every type of the risk and managing those risks as well. Macro political risk. The risk like a barriers to repatriation of the profits, movement of the profit from one country to country. If there is a barriers, then that will affect the complete business. And expropriate of the corporate assets. Some of the government will take the assets of the corporates, and mandatory labor legislations, inflation, etc. will affect the overall business. That's why it is called as a macro political risk. Micro political risk is like increased taxations for one particular industry or some companies, official dishonesty, etc. So these all will affect the specific foreign businesses. So this is micro political risk. So let's understand what is political risk assessment. So how to assess this? Assess and evaluate the issues and the impact, suggest to handle the problems, and this is done by the consultants, experts and the managers. Okay. And establish the guidelines for those host countries and make alternative plans for likely problems as informed by the consultants and experts. It is done by the hierarchy. Hire a team for updating the issues who are expert in the political economic conditions. So how to assess the risk of the politics, or how to assess the political risk? So here, first of all, there should be a team who are expert in the political and economic conditions. Our organization should hire them, and then it should be assess and evaluate the issues and the impact. Okay, they should assess and evaluate the issues and the impact and suggest to handle those problems. So those problems, how it can be sorted out, so that also should be suggested by this particular team. So usually this is done by the consultants, experts and the managers. Okay. So what is consultants? So these all are the particular organizations or small companies who study about the political conditions or some other conditions as well. Okay, which will help to the organizations. Then the hierarchy should establish the guidelines for the host country and make the alternative plans for likely problems as informed by the consultants or the experts. Okay. So for example, in India, suppose the government is going to change as per the consultant or as per the expert, and the policy of this government may be a little bit risky for the particular organization. So in that case, what they have to do, they have to make the alternative plans. Okay, so let's see how to manage the political risk. The first one, you should not invest in that particular economy. Okay, so that you will not get any political risk. The second thing, adoption or adjusting to the situations. We should face this particular risk. So these are the two strategies. Under the adoptions, there are a lot of strategies. If there is a more political risk and all, then obviously we should not invest in that particular economy. And if we are ready to face that risk, then we can follow some of the strategies to manage those risks. So those strategies are local equity and debt. Here, the company should raise the funds from the institutions and trade unions having the connections with the political situation, so that even though the political situation is changed, it may not affect the organization. Then developmental assistance. As a foreign company, we should assist for the development of the host country, so that the government or the particular citizens will get a good opinions about the particular company, so that we can reduce our risk. Then insurance, we can take a insurance against the political risk, as you know. Then threaten the host country about the distributions, technology supply and raw material supply, etc. So this will be useful only when you are a largest company and when the economy is developing or underdeveloped. Because of the foreign company, if the technology and raw materials and the supply chain is improved in the particular economy, then the company can threaten that particular political party or particular government if they have restricted or if they have made any difficulty for the organization, then they are going to stop this all help. Okay. Then lobbying, influence done at the local level by taking the control of the politicians. So giving some of the funds or the donations for the political parties or politicians, or raising the fund from the politicians, giving the subscriptions while issuing the shares or any of the securities, so that the politicians can influence the government not to make a problem or a trouble to the particular organization. Then consulting, the terrorism consultancy. So terrorism consultancies are the consultancies which will evaluate and monitor the situations of the terrorism in that particular economy or the market, and they are going to evaluate the future terrorism situations and effects of those terrorism activities for the market and the industry and even for the company. So this is about the political risk. In coming classes, we are going to study about the economical environment.